diving into the 3410, this is the channel of exploration, and it's a design of following one's conviction. So the 34 is power, and it's the gate of the power of the great. And it's that sacral gate that we've been looking at, and it's in the red square down below. And then gate 10, which is treading, and this is the gate of the behavior of self. It's an identity gate. That's the yellow diamond in the middle. And so the 3410, it's initiating behaviors as roles from deep inside, leading us to accept, honor, and love ourselves. And it's sustaining power and inner strength, and about standing by your convictions and forming our belief and acceptance of ourselves.
Think about integration. The 34 doesn't touch the 10. It's only when you get to centering that it finishes out that each gate touches each gate. Because in integration, it looks like each gate touches each gate, except 57, 34. When you get to the 34 and the 10, they don't. The
They're a little funny.
Yeah, 3410 is not a channel inside of integration. So even though when you put it all together, 34's energy will get to 10, this is the first time through this that the power of ourselves isn't simply servicing the now and survival. The now and survival technically are kind of boring places. You're always hunting the deer, Charlie. You know what I mean? You're Mr. Boring or whatever. You know, of course, they're psyched when they eat dinner every night, but it's still, where's the rest of the flavor? You know, you can't just have that. If we just had that, we would be born. Might as well just be dogs again. The Kama Sutra would have never been written. The power of 34 in 10 helped that happen, is the point that I guess I'm trying to make. And so power right now to follow your own convictions, and to follow your own convictions, you're going to need power right now, because the world is going to try and stop you to follow your own convictions plenty of times, and the conditioning and other people's behavior and the demands and the stuff that regular integration has no problem surviving through, but regular integration doesn't touch 34 to 10 directly. So now we get into a more smooth process in a way of literally following your own convictions and looking deep inside. And yes, it's a little self-centered. Absolutely. It's not always listening to the other. It doesn't want to, In fact, it doesn't want to do anything. I'm busy doing, busy doing my own little trip. But that's where it needs to be. Because in that exploration, it's got lots of evidence that's willing to pop out all the time. It's ready. We want that. We want that internal evidence. The inner verse gets discovered very much through this channel.
That's interesting too, because it's that like identity, that behavior of self, correct behavior in response, and like a huge amount of power to love yourself and have your correct behavior in response. I don't know. There's something there is touching on me.
It's going to come out. I don't even know what necessarily to add on to that, but it's so big. What you're pointing at is the thing. It's just huge. It's like, because with all that power, that in power equals infinity inside of human, 34 inside of humanity. So infinity amount of things and stuff, and behaviors and ways and little nuances are being self-explored. With all, you've got all the power in the world to sit there and self-explore and not get bored with it. Is the thing. It's always something you're doing. You're always looking in, and you love imagining what yourself is to yourself right now. And then again, and then all this power comes out through the imagination of what you might be. And sooner or later, as a responsive nature, you're now going to go do that thing and become the manifester that all generators are as soon as the response has taken place. Not literally a manifester, but I'm saying have those manifester qualities. As soon as the response takes place, every generator acts out a manifestor nature for a little bit while that response has its meaning.
Yeah, just I'm gonna like unpack that a little bit and clarify that.
Please.
So, because I was like, you said something really good, but I can totally see people getting lost with that.
Yeah.
So that when a generator in this example is waiting first to respond, and then that sacral is like responds, and it's like, hell yeah, I'm super into this. Then it's ready to act onto the world and manifest in a way. So I feel like that's what you're trying to say. So it's like just like a projector, when we're invited to do something, we can create amazing things.
Absolutely.
We just all types have their own little timing. Every type has to wait for what's right for them. And then when we wait for whatever that is according to our type, and we get that correct thing and our bodies into it, then we can manifest in that way.
Exactly. And whereas the manifestor has to just live that out as their way of life, the sacral only ever gives it to us in spurts and times and moments, over and over again, of course, but whereby in this case with the 10, that's our behavior in motion. That's our behavior in motion. This 3410 puts our behavior truly in motion, more so than 3420, more as much so as 5710. And 1020 is just the expression of that. 1020 is the expression of the 34 and the 10 in centering and the 57 and the 10 in integration. These two marry up here.
Mm. So thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Danny, for this. Thank you to our audience.
Perfect.
And thank you for everyone watching live, everyone watching on the replay. Thank you for liking and subscribing and commenting. I love it. It makes me really, really happy, and it helps us a lot. We're still a wee witty bitty baby channel, but we're building it. So we're happy to have you here with us. So thank you for hanging out. Be back for more deep dives.
Till then, thank you very much, everyone.
Bye.